So it's time to reactivate.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Reactivate Starscream and Bumblebee. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we got Starscream, we got Bumblebee Reactivate. Up top, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Starscream, Bumblebee. On this side, Bumblebee. On this side, Starscream. Transformers Reactivate. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot to get some little artwork there from the game. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Starscream and Bumblebee, and this is the second 2-pack based on the upcoming Transformers Reactivate game. And here they are in their robot modes. They are packed in robot mode. So first off, we'll start with the Screamer. So here we have Starscream, and a very interesting design for Starscream here. I do like it, but yeah, the color palette is definitely interesting, but overall, I do dig his design. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at that screaming crotch, at the screaming noggin. There it is. You can see we got a nice head sculpt there. Doesn't totally look like Starscream, but it's okay. You can see some nice silver there on the face. Nice blue there for the eyes. You can see the cockpit there, just painted. And you get some gunmetal gray there for the nips. You get some bits of silver as well. As you can see, we have some asymmetry going on here with the color palette. We have red on one shoulder, the other shoulder done in this dark gray. Same thing with the wing. You got the full-on gray wing, and then on this side we have the dark gray going on. And you get that on the forearms as well, with the hip pieces, with the thighs themselves. So definitely an interesting color palette going on here. We got some asymmetry going on with the colors. Hey, I'm not mad at it. Why not? It's different. It's interesting. There you have the pack right there. You can see not much of a backpack going on there. It's all pretty nice and compact. Now, as far as articulation goes, what have we got? Well, the head is on the ball joints. You do get some wiggly waggly. You can look up a little bit, look down slightly. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out only about that far. The shoulder pad does get in the way. The shoulder pad is on a separate hinge. It can move, but again, doesn't allow that much outward movement, unfortunately. You do have bicep rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You don't have any wrist rotation. You just have inward movement due to transformation. You have waist rotation. These little hip pieces here can move up and down. Legs can move up that far. You can do them high kicks back about that far before the backpack gets in the way. Outward, almost the full splits. You have thigh rotation, you have 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. As far as the feet, they can move up, they can move down, and you have ankle tiltage. And as far as accessories go, we do get his null rays here. I don't know if they're going to be called anything different in the game. I'm going to call them null rays because I'm old school. But you can see we also have the asymmetry there with the null rays. The blue sections are two different molds here. The barrels are basically the same. You can see they're done in a nice gunmetal gray. And there's the other side. And of course, you can plug these onto his forearms. I don't know if it matters which one goes where. I'm going with this configuration because I feel like it. There you go. You can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff. And unfortunately, these are not Blush compatible. Oh wow. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with Earthrise Starscream. And here he is with our previous video game Deluxe Starscream. So you can see how that works out. So there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode, and I think it looks pretty good in my opinion. But let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So the first thing you will want to do is remove the weapons, put those off to the side, and now that we've done that, we can take his head. You want to pull his head up slightly so you can get over that post and undo that section there, rotate his head, and then tuck it in, and then close this back up. Once you've done that, you can then take this entire cockpit section here and bring it up, and then take the nose cone and flip that up like that. And now we can start working on the back here. So you just want to take these fins here, just bring them back. You want to extend all this back, untab this entire section here, and this section rotates as well. So just kind of rotate all this out, get everything nice and spread out, and take the wings, rotate them 180, and then you want to take this section here, rotate this around. You can bring these fins back up, and we're just going to leave this as is for now. And now we're going to take the hands, flip them in, and then rotate the arm out at the bicep. Same thing here, second versus like the first. Flip that hand in and rotate the arm out. Once that is done, you want to unclip the shoulders and just drop them down. Helps if you pull up on this section a little bit. Helps you unclip them and just bring that down. They'll be sitting there like that. Once that is done, you have these little sections right here that you just want to drop down on either side. Drop that down and drop that down. Once that is done, we can take these sections here and just rock them back and rock them back. So everything is sitting thusly. So now we'll work on the legs. So flip up the heel here, then take this front section of the leg and just shift that up. Same thing on the other side, second versus like the first, flip that up, and then just bring that up like that. Turn this around. You have these little thruster sections here. You're just going to collapse down. And once that is done, you bring these fins out, and now we can get all of this situated. So just straighten all this out. Get everything located. Make sure everything is sitting exactly where it needs to sit. And what's going to happen here is we have tabs right up here that'll go into slots right here. So just get everything lined up and just drop it all down. And everything should just tab right into place if you have everything aligned properly, which apparently I do not. But we'll get it. I'll get it. Oops. Come on. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. There we go. There we go. Now we got everything sitting where it should. And we're pretty much at the home stretch here. Take his feet, just bring them down, and then just collapse this back and down. There's going to be a little tab slot connection that happens right in here. This will just drop right down and drop right down. The last thing to do is there is a tab right here that's going to go into this port here that the null raise went into. Just line that up, and again, it's the point of getting everything lined up. That should drop right on. And line that up, and line that up, and there we go. Let's get that in place. Make sure everything is nice and squozen. And so there you go. There you have Starscream in his alt mode. Not a bad spin out of the Screamer. There you go. There he is in his alt mode. And a nice looking Screamer alt mode. I think it works personally. I think it looks pretty good. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You got that nice cockpit section right there. You can see all that dark gray going down the nose cone. Got that blue in there as well. Decepticon symbols on the wings. Nice molded detailing throughout. You can see more of that dark gray. Tail fins with a bit of red in them. You know, he's a bit of an undercarriage there. You got the legs just kind of sitting out, but not too bad, not too bad. It is kind of robot under a jet. Not totally, just it's a little robot under a jet. A little robot under a jet. You can see those thrusters there in the back. But all in all, not too shabby. There is the top, there is the bottom. He slides like flying things slide. Hooray for flying, sliding things? Question mark? And for comparison, here he is with Earthrise Screamer. Whoosh. And here he is with our other gaming Screamer. So, there you go. And as far as his weapons, yes, they can store on the alt mode. They just plug right under the wings. thusly, and thusly. And there you go. You get the full look there. And there you have a Screamer. So moving on. And now here we have the Bumblemeister, and can we take a minute to appreciate this design, because this design looks awesome, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I love this Bumblebee design. I think he looks so freaking cool, and this would totally work for like a movie Bumblebee design, don't you think? I definitely think, but I love this design. I think it looks so good. But let's get in close here so we can take a look not at that Bumble Crush, but at the Bumble Noggin. Oh, Bumble Noggin, there it is. There you see that nice silver there for the face. And the eyes, I think the eyes are picked out in, I think the eyes are painted. I can't really tell. His eyes are kind of small, so I can't even tell if they're painted. You got a little bit of gunmetal gray there in the forehead. And nice Bumblebee looking head sculpt. I can work with it. Autobot symbol right there, front and center, that is molded in and painted. Got the shoulder pads there with the faux headlights. Little bits of red. Oh no, like I said, a very cool design here. Love all the detail. Moving up the legs. You get that little bit of asymmetry there. Not a lot. Just that little bit of asymmetry in the legs there. Again, you get that nice gunmetal gray going on, which I wish they would have put on Prime, but hey, Bumblebee got it. It's okay, at least somebody got it. You can see his Bumble Toesies. Moving up the back, you got the Bumble Wheelies, the Bumble Booty, and a little bit of a Bumble Backpack. But all in all, I think this looks really good. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You have a little bit of wiggly waggly. You can do total squirrel. You can do all of that. Can look down. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You also have a joint right here that moves in and out as well. So you have 2 points of movement for the shoulders. So you can do that. You can do that. You do have rotation at the elbow itself. The elbow is on a ball joint, so that's where your rotation is. You get a little bit over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. No wrist rotation, unfortunately. No waist rotation, just due to the way he transforms. Legs, if you get around the crotch, you can get up, do the big boots. Back, you can get about that far outward. He can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the knee. As far as the feet, they're on a ball joint. They can move up. They can move down a little bit. You have rotation, and you have your ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, he comes with 2 little Bumble pistols here. You can see, just cast in black. Just little pistols going on here. And for storage, this also is the alt mode storage, but you can see the handle has a tab in it, and you just plug it into the back of his form like that, and that's how they will store. And they will store like this in robot mode, and they will also store like this in the alt mode. So there's your storage there. It's weird, it's different, but it's interesting. I can work with it. But, of course, you can have him also wielding his weapons. He can hold his little Bumble pistols thusly and thusly. And guess what? He can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff right there. So there you have that. And now for comparison again. Here he is with the Netflix Bumblebee. Here he is with the Gamer Edition Bumblebee. And here we have a nice group shot with all 4 of the Reactivate figures. You can see how they all look together, and they all look really good together. I do quite like them, so there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. And again, love this design. Love it. But anyway, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So for your weapon storage, you want to have these guns plugged into his forearms now, because if not, it will be very hard to get those plugged in once you already have them all put together in alt mode. So once you've done that, we start off with taking this front bumper here, and we bring this down, and then we just take this entire assembly here and rock this down like so. We untab his head from this panel here. Just get that out of the way. And now you want to take this assembly that's in here and pull this out. So just pop this up. And this does get a little stuck. I don't know if there's a more elegant way to do this, but it gets a little stuck for me. Might be a more elegant way to do it, and I just don't know how to do it. But anyway, bring that up like so, and then you just take all this and you line it up. And get it all in place. This will just drop down and sit there like that. You can totally leave his head sticking out because that would be hilarious, but don't do that. You want to take his head and just tuck it down, and then you want to take the roof here and just clip it together like that. So now we're going to work on the bumble legs here. So you want to take these wheels here on the side and just extend them on this armature, and then you take this wheel and rotate it around. This shin piece does push in, you can see, ever so slightly. You don't really have to do this. You'll basically do this by accident while you're transforming him, but those push in. Bring that out, and you just rotate the foot, and then just collapse it into the leg like so. In second verse is just like the first. Just bring that out, flip that around. Again, you can push that little shin piece in, rotate the foot, and collapse it in like so. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this whole body in. One thing you want to make sure his head is, you see his little notch there for that tab to sit in. Just make sure his head is out of the way. So you're going to take this little crotch assembly and rotate it in, and also just kind of bring the legs up as you're doing so. This will kind of snap into place. If you just kind of give it a little bit of extra pressure, you'll feel it just kind of swoop into place. And once you've done that, you want to bend the knees and bring all this up, and you're going to have a little tab slot connection right there. So just line it up. If you have everything sitting just right, it should just drop right in like so. Do the same thing here. Just bring that leg up, line up that tab, and again, make sure the feet are out of the way, and that should all just drop in like that. And that's how you want that looking back there. So now to get the arms situated, you just want to kind of straighten them out and rotate the arms down. You want to rotate the forearm here and then bend the elbow. And then all this will swing in, and you're just going to tuck the arm right in here like that, and make sure that shoulder pad comes down as well. And it sits right there like that. And just kind of get that situated. This section has a little bit of fiddle factor to it, but we'll get it. So again, rotate the arm, bring that out, rotate at the elbow, bend the elbow, then bring it all in, and tuck it all in. Again, make sure that shoulder pad is down, and that is roundabouts how you want that looking. So now we can just close up these doors here. They just tab right in, and we're pretty much at the home stretch here. So now you want to bring these sections in. So what's going to happen here is you do have a tab that's going to go, it basically just plugs right into this section here. Make sure this is out of the way. This part is the fiddly part, just trying to get this tab to kind of go in there. I mean, it's not a mission critical step. You don't really have to do it, but you know, it's a thing you can do if you want to, basically. But you just kind of want that sitting in there. Like I said, this is the one fiddly part of this transformation. But there you go. So that's basically roundabouts how you want that looking with that tabbed into the side. Again, it's a little fiddly. It's not mission critical. You don't really have to do it. There you go. And then there's a little tab slot connection right here on the sides, right at the top of the fenders. And once you do that, you bring up the bumper, and that will tab into these sections as well, and basically lock all of that in place. Then you just get everything nice and squozen, and there you go. There you have Bumblebee in his alt mode. You get a real good spin out of him. That's that Bumblemeister spin. But yeah, he looks awesome. Again, the alt mode looks just as awesome as the robot mode. I dig this. I really dig this. He's just like an armored Mad Max bug, and I dig it. I really dig it. Looks so good. Looks so good. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at those details. You got those headlights right up there, done in silver. Yeah, you got kind of the armored windshield there. You got some little lights up top, picked out in silver as well. And all the windows are painted in. You got some little black stripage designs going down the side of this door. Not on this side. This side is clean. Again, you got that asymmetry there with the decal. You got a little bit of gunmetal gray in here, though. But overall, again, really Good looking alt mode there. The yellow rims on the back here. Like an engine block going on there. Even a little molded in and painted Autobot symbol. Looks got the little stingers hanging out the back, which, you know what? That works. That works. But there is the top. There is the bottom. He does roll as rolling things should. Hooray. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here it is with the Netflix Bumblebee. And here he is with the Gamer Edition Bumblebee. And again, here are all four together, and again, they look quite good. So, there you go. And just to touch again briefly on the weapons storage, as you can see, once you have everything in place, it is a pain in the butt to get the guns tabbed in there, so you definitely want to do this before you transform him up. But yeah, you can see they're totally out of the way. And one thing to note also, you can see right there, they even molded in suspension. Look at that, look at that, look at it! It's really cool. This is so cool. Absolutely love it. But anyway, there you go. So there you have Starscream and Bumblebee, and yeah, this is a solid 2-pack here. Starscream is quite good. He's not fantastic, but he's definitely good. Better than Soundwave. Definitely a good figure. Bumblebee is awesome. The Autobots in these two packs have been the standout figures as far as I'm concerned. Love the design for Bumblebee. The robot mode looks awesome. The alt mode looks awesome. The transformation can be a little fiddly with the arms, but still nothing frustrating. It's still a fun transformation, fun conversion. And Starscream also has a pretty smooth transformation. All in all, two very well done, solid figures in my opinion. Now, if I were to rank all four of these Reactivate figures, I think Prime and Bumblebee would share the top spot, followed by Starscream, and unfortunately Soundwave comes in dead last. But overall, some good fun stuff here in my opinion, so there you go. Now, I picked this up from CMD Store, but you can also get these 2 packs from BigBadToyStore.com, as always linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Reactivate Starscream and Bumblebee, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Bumblebee, if we're going to win this war, there's one thing we need to do.
What's that, Prime?
We need to reactivate.
Wait, I don't understand. We're already activated.
Reactivate. Shut up, Bumblebee.
Soundwave, if we're going to win this war, there's only one thing we have to do.
Which is what?
Kill them all!
Works for me.